Hello, and welcome to the 12th episode of Genesis Moments with Don, where I make about 5-minute teaching videos on God's creation. Today's focus is on fitting dinosaurs into the Bible. It is commonly believed that dinosaurs died out millions of years ago, but how can we really know? I plan to discuss the Bible, archaeology, legends, art, and science, making the case that dinosaurs fit just fine within the 6,000-year Christian worldview. After viewing this, you may want to refer back to episode 3, Are Dinosaurs Ancient? According to Genesis 1:25, God made land animals on day 6 to reproduce after their kind. Biblically then, since dinosaurs are land animals, they would have been created on the same day as Adam and Eve. Dinosaurs would have been some of the animals that Adam named in Genesis 2. Prior to Adam's rebellion against God's authority, man and animals ate only plants. You can see that in Genesis 1:29 and 30. There was no death in the world. To imagine what this was like, read God's promises about our future in Isaiah 11, verses 6 to 9, or Isaiah 65:25, where the wolf dwells peacefully with the lamb, and the lion eats straw like the ox. Now, if dinosaurs died out millions of years ago, death came before the sin of Adam, and is therefore not the consequence of it. Jesus came to remove the curse of death that Adam brought into the world and to give us eternal life. So belief in millions of years undermines the message of the gospel, eliminating our need for Jesus. Now, per observations in the real world, dinosaur bones are buried in sedimentary layers. Sedimentary rock is laid down by water during floods. To get enough sediment quickly enough to bury them before carcasses could decay or be scavenged, burial during Noah's flood makes perfect sense, which also means they were alive at the time. Therefore, since God commanded Noah to bring 2 of every kind of animal not used for sacrifice, or land animal, I should say, not made for sacrifice, 2 of every kind of dinosaur would have survived the flood. And archaeology has provided many writings and artistic depictions of known dinosaurs that demonstrate a knowledge of how they lived and moved. Such drawings can even be found in the 1400s AD, which is long before paleontologists were able to piece together how these animals looked. Back then, they were referred to as dragons. A post-flood biblical reference to a great creature that sounds like a detailed description of a sauropod dinosaur can be found in Job chapter 40, beginning at verse 15. God refers to this creature that Job was familiar with as Behemoth. Although most Bible notations say that it's a hippopotamus, an elephant, or a mythical creature, this makes no sense from the description of a cedar tree-like tail or from the context of God speaking of his greatest created works. Scientifically, all measurable carbon-14 should be missing from dinosaur bones after about 100,000 years. Yet every time the bones are tested, it's far above measurable levels. This is hard to explain from the context of millions of years, but it's easily explained by the 6,000-year biblical model. Also hard to explain by millions of years are 1, archaeological digs of dinosaur bones that still smell like death and decay, 2, red blood cells, blood vessels, organic proteins, bone cells, stretchy tissue, and more in non-fossilized dinosaur bones, and 3, DNA markers in dinosaur remains. DNA is very unstable and breaks down quickly. So, from the Bible, historical documents, ancient artwork, dinosaur bones, and measured decay rates in organic materials, it becomes clear that a biblical explanation of the dinosaurs explains the evidence far better than the evolutionary millions of years belief system. And personally, when God promises to give us a new earth with no more death or mourning or crying or pain, I want the opportunity to ride a dinosaur. If you enjoy content like this, please like, subscribe, and share with others so the word can get out. You can also leave comments or support me monetarily. Thank you for watching. Come back again for another episode.